Hi, welcome back. I'm Janelle with Brand Junkin New, and this is episode 4 in a series called Hold Me to the Hoard. This is a series of videos that I am creating with the intent of sharing with you the mountain of awesome vintage stuff that I've collected for you over the summer. Things that I've picked up at yard sales, estate sales, auctions, thrift stores, antique stores, and want to get it listed in my Etsy shop, my eBay shop, or on my Instagram page, and make it available to you. So if you fall in love with something, I want to share it with you and you are able to access it in one of those places. Now, that being said, I haven't done much of that listing stuff over the summer. I've done a lot of the collecting stuff, and now I'm kind of in a race because the holiday season is coming, and I'll soon be attending a Christmas auction and getting a whole new mountain of stuff. So I want to move this stuff, get it out for you, and the goal here is for you to let me know if I'm taking too long. So if you see something in a video, you love it, you can go to my Etsy, go to my eBay, go to my Instagram, and if you don't see it there, you can come right back here, use these comments, and say, Janelle, what's the deal? Where's the stuff? Light a fire underneath me and motivate me to get it up there faster. So again, if you fall in love with something and you go to one of my spots, my social media spots or my stores, and you don't see it there, please feel free to come back here and harass me. That is the point of all of this. In addition, if you have any questions about anything, feel free to ask in the comments. And all of my thrifting, Junkin, vintage loving friends, if you've got information about any of the stuff that I'm showing today that you think would be helpful to others, or you think would just be cool to share, feel free to share that in the comments as well. I'm going to start with a basket of, it's a basket of Christmas ornaments, and I'm probably going to list them in 2 or 3 different lots. So I'll try and show them to you the way that I envision myself kind of grouping them together as similar items. So the first, we have these 2 cool atomic Christmas ornaments. They are like Sputnik stars. Mid-century, they would have probably been displayed on an aluminum Christmas tree, which, by the way, I have one listed in my shop, a great find. It's, I think, 6 or 6.5 foot with all the pieces and the stand in great condition, listed in my shop. So if you're interested, go check that out. These are plastic ornaments. A lot of the plastic ornaments were made by Bradford or by Jewel Brights. These, I can't be sure of either one without looking them up. But these typically sell like around $8 or $10 a piece because there aren't a whole lot of them out there. You can kind of see in the video one, this one is a little bit green, like a teal green maybe. This one is more silver. It's like straight up silver. So we do have a break on one of them. One of the needles is broken. There you can kind of see, but you can hardly tell. They're still beautiful. Too bad they're not the same color because they'd make really great earrings. But these I will probably list together as a pair, separate from the other ornaments that I'm going to show you. And then we have like an assortment of plastic ornaments. There are 2 in here that I'm pretty sure are Bradford, and they are filigree, plastic filigree. Now these are painted metallic to give the impression of like what people refer to as mercury glass ornaments, but most of them are not mercury glass. I'm not sure if you know. Actual mercury glass is 2 layers of glass. They're usually really, really heavy ornaments, not light in weight like the shiny brights. The mercury ornaments are like a bubble of glass with the silver in between and then another bubble of glass. So it's actually like 2 ornaments in one, which makes them really a lot heavier than the typical glass shiny brights. So, but people use those terms interchangeably, the glass ornaments and then the mercury glass ornaments, but mercury glass is a very specific type of glass and not super common. They're actually really hard to find. So the ones that you're seeing similar to these plastic ones we're showing today are actually not usually mercury glass. I've never found a mercury glass ornament in my thrifting adventures. I've seen them in the antique stores in the big pretty glass case. I've never found one out thrifting. So if you're finding stuff in thrift stores, it's probably not mercury glass. These are probably Bradford, made to look like what we refer to as mercury glass, but are just the vintage glass ornaments, silvered ornaments. Some of the paint, there is some paint wear because these things are old. These are probably 50s or 60s. The first one, the green one, it shows like a can. This is hard for me to focus. I am still getting the hang of this, but this is a candle scene. So it's greenery and 2 candles. And on the other side it says Merry Xmas. Xmas is not my favorite. I prefer the Christmas, but this is still really cool. Still really cute. And somebody's still really gonna love that. And then the other one is a scene that includes a filigree scene that includes Mr. and Mrs. Frosty. I think the light from the window is messing with us here. But this is Mr. and Mrs. Frosty in silver. Very cute. Cute little couple. One of the most famous couples of all. Probably more famous than Bennifer and J-Lo and A-Rod. You can tell how old I am by who my famous couples are, but there you have it. And then also with these, I'm probably going to include these other plastic ornaments, which include 2 plastic lantern styles. So these are not glass, these are plastic, but they're intended to look like the glass ornaments. They've got the stripes, the pink and green and blue stripes, both plastic, silver. Then we have a few that are striped, and I think these are intended to look like the traditional shiny brights that we love with the stripes on them. So there's 3 of those. One's clear. I like them better if we flank them with the red ones. One's clear, 2 red ones with stripes. Some have hangers, some don't. Oh, I also have this bell. Here's another bell in teal with a yellow stripe made to look like the traditional shiny brights. And then I have these 2 really cool mirror balls that remind me of the disco. Remind me of disco balls. I like these. I really like these. And they kind of make me feel like dancing. They make me feel like dancing. Nice and bright, shiny, traditional Christmas colors. All of these would look super cool on your aluminum tree, or the aluminum tree that you hope to have one day. I know a lot of my vintage friends always aspire to have one. I had one, I set it up for a couple years, and then I passed it on and sold it. I always like to have things for a little while and then pass them on so that I can make room for other cool things that I want to have, and then I pass those on. So I don't keep too much stuff too long unless it's something really special that's been gifted to me. So this is that mix of plastic ornaments that I will probably list all together as one lot. So that is ornaments. Oh, nope, sorry, I've got 2 more. I have these 2 little nativity, itty bitty nativity ornaments. This one is gold and white. Whoops. Well, that one was gold and white plastic. This one is white plastic. Try and get that hanger out of the way. White plastic with like a clear blue, so you can see me through there. A clear blue background. That kind of looks, you know, it's made to look like stained glass. So I'll probably throw those in with one of those sets or in with something else. Next up, I have these 2 cute, these are about 6 inches. I love the size of these. It's like perfect for being cute. They're cute. They're little. Little things are cute. Miniatures are cute. Puppies are cute. Babies are cute. Little things are cute. These are cute little paintings. So there are 2. It's a set of 2. I'm going to sell them as a pair. They are on black backgrounds, and I think it's paper. It appears to be like a paper background. These are hand painted. It kind of reminds me of tool painting. The artist has signed them. It looks like in pencil, and it looks like it might be S either Breddy or S Brath. I'm not sure which, but they are hand painted. They are these really pretty florals in pastel blue and pink with some white, maybe lily of the valley on there. And then of course the green leaves and stems. They're a little bit different, but definitely meant to go together. And that's how I'm gonna sell them. I'm not gonna separate them. You could display them up and down. You could do side by side. You could do diagonal. You could flank a larger painting. Put them on each side of something larger. Very cute. Would be really cute in a little girl's room. The frames are in great shape. They're solid wood frames with gold paint, and with the gold there that you see is pretty darn close to the actual in-person gold. And then they have really nice detail around the edges of the frames. So some really nice carved detail. The backs are in excellent condition. There's no staining, there's no breaks, there are no major blemishes. They both have hangers on the back, and they are really ready to go, and they're about 6 inches. Again, selling them as a pair. They are really cute. Would be great for a little girl's room. Really cute in an entryway, a hallway, or like I said, flanking a larger piece of artwork that would complement, or in which they would complement. So we've got those. And then, sorry, I'm trying to make room on the table. All right, so this set I got duped on. So I got this set of 4 bowls, and I bet you're being fooled right now. I actually picked these up. There was a really nice man who was cleaning out, I think it was his parents' home, and I think in the last video I showed you some Christmas trays, tidbit trays that I picked off of a trash pile. So he caught me one day going through his stack of stuff out there, and said, "Are you interested in other stuff?" And so for a couple weeks he was leaving little gifts on his porch, and I got really excited when I rolled up to these because there were 4, and I love like even sets of things, and so do other people. Like when we find things that there's more than one of, we always hope they're in like a set of, at least a pair, or a set of 4, or a set of 6, or a set of 8, because that's usually the numbers of people that we need services for. And so when I found these, it looked like 4 of the same bowl, and then I snagged them because they were really cute, and then when I got them home I realized they're not all exactly the same. So I've got 4 Fire King bowls here. 3 are one style that I'm going to show you and I'm pretty excited about, and then we have 1 that is a different style. So we have 3 of one, 1 of the other. So not a set of 4, but still very happy to find it and have it. So we've got this first Fire King. It is just a white standard Fire King bowl. I guess I would call this maybe like a cereal bowl or a soup bowl, or in my house, all bowls are ice cream bowls. So we would call this an ice cream bowl. It is made by Fire King. It is marked as such. It's gonna be a little hard for me to, there you go, there you got it. Oh, that darn window. So there's Fire King. It is made in the USA because Fire King is. So this is just a standard plain white Fire King ice cream bowl. And then these are also, again, cereal, soup, my house, ice cream bowls, made by Fire King. Fire King is Anchor Hawking. These are iridescent, so they're marked 28. I don't know if that means anything because I don't know a lot about my Fire King, but you can already, oh, those are pretty. You can already see the rainbow because these are iridescent. So they have an iridescent, like lusterware finish, but they're done in white. So it's white, wow, look at that. That is pretty. White lusterware, and because it's white, it just looks like the rainbow. Look how beautiful. Those are pretty. I hope that's coming across the way I can see it in the screen because they do look nice. So I've got 3 of these. Now, these have been used. They've been used. People have been eating ice cream out of these for a minute. So there are some spots. I washed them really well, so there's no like food staining in here. But there are some spots where I don't want to say like the luster is worn off, but there's spots in the luster wear. So it doesn't go down to like the bare glass, but there's spots. I don't know if it's like scratches from the ice cream spoons or the soup spoons. I'm not really sure, but again, there's a trio of those. These, when I looked them up, it looked like some of them were listed for like $35, $40 for a set of 4. So I'll probably let these go for somewhere between 18 and 22, something like that, somewhere in there. I haven't done all my research yet, but that's ballpark. But look at the rainbow. They're really cool. I like those a lot. So those are my 4 Fire King bowls that don't match, but I'm still excited about. So we've got those. And then you reach in here and see. Oh, I got some. I'm gonna have to tip this box over so I don't dump it. Let me see. I know there's 2 of these. All right, so we've got 2 speckled pottery Japan mugs. This one is transferware. For sure, this is a transfer. These are transfers because, okay, let me not say for sure. I'm pretty sure. Sorry, I'm using my magnifying glass to see. I think these are, because I got old eyes. Don't make jokes about that in the comments. I think this is transferware. I can't see close enough to tell, but what we've got is a gray pottery mug with brown and or black speckles, the speckled pottery, and then this darker blue, almost navy transfer. So I'm saying this is transferware because the design, the floral design on this is really common. It's like a common style of most transferware dishes. I'm saying it's transferware. It just doesn't look hand painted. When I look at it closely, I don't see brush strokes and stuff, but your eyes might be better than mine and you might find something else. But I think it's transferware, and I definitely know it's made in Japan because it says so. So on the bottom is Japan, but this is really cute if you have a blue kitchen. If you collect the Delft blue pottery and dishes in China, would look really cute with that as well. I like the gray background of that. So there's that, and this is a smaller, like back in the day they didn't have big honkin' coffee cups like we think we need today. I have them. They were smaller. So this is probably like 8 or 10 ounce. And then I've got this other pottery mug, speckled pottery. I love, this is hand painted. I love the big blue flower of this. And these actually also came from Nice Man who was leaving presents on his porch for me. So these are compliments of him as well and his family. But it's blue flower with a yellow center and then some brown foliage. And it's got this stripy design, but it's not just glazed design, it's actually texture. So it's kind of ribbed. It's really pretty. There's no chips or cracks on either one of these. This one is also made in Japan. These are probably like 1950s, 60s, hand painted, transferware, both blue. So if you have a blue kitchen, blue and gray, like your gray marble kitchen, these would be super cute in. You can buy them to go together. They're not perfectly matching, but I don't love perfectly matchy-matchy. They both have blue and they're both gray. So they go, right? They go. They don't have to matchy-match. Those are cute. And I think I'll probably sell them separate. But I always offer, even if I sell things separately, if you want to group things together in my shop or on my eBay, or you see a few things on Instagram and you want to group them together and make me an offer, I'm always willing to do that. And sometimes I even offer lower prices if you group things together. And I always combine shipping. So if you live far enough away that you need me to ship to you and you want to buy multiple things, you're interested in multiple items, then I always will combine the shipping and then only charge you what it will cost me. Or if you like order through Etsy, and even always, if I have a person who orders more than one item and Etsy charges shipping for all the items, I combine and then refund the shipping overages. Fair is fair. And so I want to make sure that you only pay for what you get. So that's the mugs, and if you like them together, I would be willing to do that for you. Next up, this is also from Nice Man who left me prizes on the porch. And this is an enamelware ladle. So, excuse me, it is missing some enamel, like around, mostly on the edges, around the edges, a little bit on the edges of the handle. There's not a lot of rust. It is white. I cleaned it up. It's pretty white. There's not a lot of staining. There is some dullness where it looks like it sat against something for a while. So some of the shine and sheen of the enamel is worn off here, but it's still really cute. And I have one of these that over the summer I used. I kind of bent the handle back up just a little bit, but you wouldn't even need to. It would just be how you decide to hang it or where you decide to hang it. You could either put a string here, or you could figure out a way to do it. But I actually drilled a hole through mine and then hung it with bird seed in it on a tree, so it's like a little bird feeder. So you could figure out how to figure that out for this one in your tree, or you could do something different, or you could just simply use it for decoration in your kitchen. I've also seen people hang them up and then put like little fake cactuses or something like that in there and make it useful as like a planter kind of design or style. So I've got this. I'm not really sure what I'll list it for, like maybe 8. I haven't looked it up yet to see how much they go for. So I'm thinking like around the $8 mark. And then All right, let's do this. We've got a grab bag. I don't know what's in here. I don't know at all what's in here. So this is one of the things that I found stacked around the stack. And so I said, I really want to know what's in there. So I'm going to put it in today's box. So let us see. I'm even feeling around and I can't. It feels like more than one thing. I don't even remember where it came from. Oh, look at that. It's another grab bag inside the grab bag, but I also feel something loose. So, oh, these my mom found. Toot found these. So she does some sourcing for me, and when she sees things that she knows that I would love or that I would that kind of match my style of the stuff in my shop, she'll pick them up for me because she loves me. And she likes to participate that way, and I appreciate her help. And this is absolutely adorable, and I'm going to be honest, I don't know if I'm going to be able to part with this one, and I'm not a cat person. I mean, I had a cat. I've had cats. They're not my favorite things. But I have loved cats in the past. Real life cats that have been family members. I don't love cat stuff. Like, I'm not a cat collector. I don't have cat things. But I know a cute cat when I see one, and this is a cute cat. All right, check this out. So this is, wait, I want to see the made in part. Hold on. With my old eyes, tell me made in Japan. It's stamped made in Japan. This is metal. I don't know. I always want to smell stuff to identify it. I don't know what I'm thinking. I don't know what kind of metal this is yet. It kind of looks like it might be bronze or copper. I don't know. I don't know my metal stuff, okay? But it's this color on the back. What color is that? What kind of metal? Bronze? Pewter? No, not pewter. It would be silver, like that dark color. Brass? I'm not sure. I'm going to find out. But check it out. Look at that embossed, fluffy, fat little cat. And then those embossed flowers all around the edge. Would you look at that? Look how adorable. Look at that little cutie kitty cat. So cute. I love it. So it's like a little dresser tray, a little tidbit tray. I think people would also love to put a plate hanger on it and put it on the wall as display, because that is one cute cat. He's fluffy, he's furry, he's cute. And it's embossed, so you can see in the back where it's been like pushed through or molded from the other side. And again, I don't know the metal here, so I'm gonna have to look. It's like the color of a penny, so maybe copper. But I don't see a lot of green on it. I guess the back, I'm not sure. I'm gonna do some research and figure it out for us. But there's the cool embossed flowers, but then there's also kind of like a geometric lined border design on there too. It's kind of hard to see, but very cool cat tray. Thanks to it. That was a really good find. Really good find. I like that. I don't even know what metal it is, so I can't even guesstimate on a price. But that is one cute cat. So we've got that. That was the first thing in our grab bag. Here's the second thing. This must be a Toot special too. I don't know what it is. Oh, I like this. So this is going to be, I bet this is Japan. It is. A very cute little, appears to be hand painted little vase with some grapes and some leaves and foliage. Little tiny, maybe 3-inch vase. And then around the edge is kind of hard to see because it's so little, but around the edge is a gold trim. And on the bottom it says Made in Japan. This is a really cute little mommy vase. So when your little one comes home with the dandelions and the violets in the springtime, put the little water and then you put the little flowers and make sure that they know how special it was that they took time to plant, to pull some neighbors' weeds and flowers for you. So this little tiny Japan vase. The window is messing with us. Maybe I need to start sitting somewhere else to show you this stuff because the light is kind of crazy. There we have it, cute little vase. And next we have, we're almost finished here. It's kind of sad. Try to decide what I'm ready to show you. I've got a few good things in here. So this, I can't believe this much stuff's coming out of this box. This is a vintage lunchbox, vintage black metal vintage lunchbox. This one is Aladdin Industries, made in Nashville, Tennessee, so American made. It's got the plastic handle in working order. I have never seen one with the actual, with an actual lock bar on it. So this is to keep it from flipping open by accident. So if you're, I guess, going down in the mines, you don't want your latches to get bumped on a rock or something and your lunch box flies open and then you're without your lunch. So this little bar goes through these little holes. And again, I never see this thing come with it. And then the lunchbox is completely operational. This is the inside. It needs a little cleaning. I haven't like dusted it or anything yet. There is some like paint loss in there, but it is in really good shape. It's pretty clean for its age and everything. The hinges are fully functional. The latches are fully functional. And then we've got the lock bar to go through to make sure that it doesn't flip open by accident. Pretty cool. The paint on the outside's in pretty good shape. There are some scratches. There are some nicks. There are no major dents. There are no breaks. But there is some green paint. So this must have been the lunchbox of a painter. And he's a little messy. He got some green paint on there. So there is that cool lunchbox. I see people do lots of cool things with that. So I've seen people put flower arrangements inside those. I've seen people use them in their garden and plant like cactuses and little flowers in them. I've seen them be used as parts, you know, like part of a display, like behind me on a mantle, something like that. So cool lunchbox. Those usually go for like 12, could be anywhere from 12 to 25, depending on the condition and usability and all that stuff. So I haven't looked it up, not sure what they're going for right now. Next up we have a litho World Globe Bank. So this is made of metal. Sorry, I'm getting the stickers off. This is metal. It's a tin bank. It is in the shape of a globe. You can see it does have some dents. Probably belonged to a kid. It probably got dropped a lot. They might have used a hammer to try and break it open to get their money back after they decided they weren't so into the saving thing. But very cute. It's a little tin globe. This I think I picked up from my friend Crystal. She owns a thrift store in Hughesville, Pennsylvania called Swank's New to You on Main Street. Check her out. But the paint on this is in really good shape. The bottom shows the seasons of the year, the months of the year, all of the, all these signs. Why can't I think? Astronomy, birthdays, signs. I know there's a better word for it. I can't think of it right now. But those are on here. Zodiac, thank you. Thank you, brain. Zodiac signs and symbols. And then it just has everything on it. And then also the globe is an accurate, usable globe. Accurate for the time when it was made. Like, I'm sure that there have been changes that aren't reflected on here yet. But everything is, the print is so small, I can hardly read it. Up at the top, there's a thing, a blemish, and I'm trying to figure out, I'm not sure if it's something like gooped on there that I can get off. I will try, or if it is where the paint is missing and it kind of started to rust the metal a little bit. I'm not sure which. I have to do some more playing around with that. But it does have some dents. The color is still very cool. The paint is in good shape except for maybe that one spot on top. It's got a couple dents, couple dings. Still very displayable, very cute. It does not have the stopper at the bottom, but I think they're pretty standard size, and I think you can buy replacements online. So that's something that you could do. The slit at the top is still operational. It's a cute little globe bank. would be really cute in a kids room. Awesome gift for a teacher, geography or social studies teacher. Any teacher I think would really, I'm a teacher, I would appreciate this. This is a cool teacher gift. So, but don't wait till teacher appreciation. Get it now. That way you're ahead of the game. It's one less thing you gotta worry about later, right? Right. All right, the next thing that's in here, I think it's the last thing inside the box, and then I have a couple things outside the box sitting. This thing I'm pretty excited about. I keep forgetting to do any research on it, but this is way cute. It reminds me of my childhood. I just want to remind you that in my childhood, I saw reruns of this show. I was not a child when this show was originally aired. I don't want to age myself back that far. But if you've ever watched Happy Days and you've ever met Arthur Fonzarelli and you loved him, you're going to love this. So this is, and this is definitely out of my friend Crystal's shop. This is an Arthur Fonzarelli pillow because everyone who's ever seen Happy Days needs one. So it's Arthur Fonzarelli in his jeans, famous for his jeans and his black leather jacket. I think what did he say? A or a, I'm not really sure. I don't do a good Fonzie impression. But he's really cool. It's the Fonz. Look at that. And it really looks like him. On the back, check this out. It says the Fonz. It's got his name on the back. It shows his cool, slicked back hair and his cool blue jeans. And guess what's sticking in his jean pocket? His comb. How cool is that? All right, so now condition. So doesn't smell bad, which makes me happy because I hate when vintage stuff is stinky. He doesn't smell bad, but he probably could use a washing. He does have some soil on him. And on this side, he's got some staining. So you see this brown. I may or may not give it a go. I'm gonna see how brave I am. My mom could do this. She could probably get this out and would have the patience to like wash this by hand gently. I don't know if I'm the girl for that job. I'm gonna give it some thought. I'm gonna decide, but I'm not gonna decide right now. I am gonna read you some of this tag though. This tag tells us that it is made in Taiwan. And it also tells us that it is a licensed product through Paramount Picture Corporation. So it is a licensed product. It says all new material, but we know that's no longer true. So here's Fonz. He does have some creases in his legs because I think he's been sitting like on somebody's bed or something. But there he is. Me and Arthur Fonzarelli. When I was a kid, this was, okay. I was not in love with Fonz. I was in love with Chachi. But there we are together. So there's Fonz. He'll be available soon. And once he's listed, you'll see what I decide about the cleaning. I usually like to let the buyer decide if they want to clean it or not and see if they want to risk it. I just can't ever bring myself to do it usually. All right, last thing. So it's a little chilly out today. I'm feeling fall vibes. I'm starting to think Christmas and Thanksgiving, and these are going to be really cool for your mid-century Christmas display. These are brass. These I got from my friend Crystal. She found these somewhere. Bless her, we love them. Brass, big metal brass deer. Little deers. How cute. Guess what? Not one, two. It's a couple. It's a couple of deers. Look at them. They're brass. They are made in Taiwan. They are probably mid-century, 1960s. Two little deers. One, when he stands, she, it could be a baby boy or it could be two girls. One is kind of like leaning down as if to like eat or hide or rest. The other is standing upright, I guess keeping watch. But here we have the two of them, the pair of them. Amazing. They're in good condition. They do have some marks of like soil and things like that. They're not perfectly shiny brass because they're old. They do have some like beginning to tarnish and change color. I think they're brass, completely brass, all brass, 100% brass. I'm gonna look some more and find out exactly, so that when I list them, I always aim to list things accurately. I never intend to like make something appear to be something it's not, or trick people. I don't like to do that. I like to describe it exactly the way I see it and only list what I know to be true about it. Of course, I make mistakes sometimes, but that's what I aim to do. And if you look at my Etsy reviews, you'll see most people say, like, 1, I ship really fast. 2, it was exactly as described, because that is exactly what I aim to do. I don't like people to feel like they've been duped or tricked at all. So I like to try and be as honest and forthcoming as possible. So I put good detailed descriptions, and that's what I will do with these. 2, as soon as I know more about what they're made out of exactly, I'm telling you, they look like brass. I'm gonna guess they're brass, but how amazing are these? These would look so neat on your mantle. They would look so cool on, like, flanking your fireplace or together on one side of your fireplace, mixed in with some pine cones, some greenery. They're really cool, but heavy. Kind of tired of holding them up. They're cold, they're heavy, amazing. They can be yours, I think. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna part with them. Pretty sure. I did have them on my mantle for a minute. Just kind of getting a feel for them, trying to learn more. So, they will be in the shop. I am going to stop here because our box is empty. I'm going to once more invite you to subscribe below. Make sure that you hit the little red subscribe. You don't have to buy anything to do that. You don't have to pay anything to do that. All that does is say, I subscribe to this stuff that Janel is showing me. I think it's cool and I want to see more. And please tell me when she does another one of these videos. That's all that button means. In addition to that, I am brand Junkin. That's no G. It's JUNKIN_new on Instagram, on Facebook, on Etsy, and eBay. So go to those pages. From time to time, I do have discount codes, and I usually publish all those through Instagram. So if you ever want a discount, you're going to want to go follow me on Instagram so you can have those codes when they're posted. Other than that, I don't have anything else for you today, and I just want to say thank you. Thank you for sitting with me this afternoon, and I really hope to see you in the next episode. Please come back for episode 5. Got lots more stuff. I'd say we have at least 4 or 5 or 6 more episodes in the dining room, and then I'm gonna attack the garage, the stack in the garage. So come back for 5. Thanks for joining us, me and us. So thank you for taking the time to watch, and we'll see you in the next one. All right, thank you so much.